Hi, so I decided to do a joke to start off my video. So, my sister bet me $1,000 I couldn't build a car out of noodles. You should have seen her face when I drove pasta. So, this is the history of noodles. Noodles originally came from China in the 3rd century AD, or 15 BC in China. They started being cooked, although there is much debate on who actually they came from. The best noodles come from Italy and China, which that's a debatable subject. Noodles usually consist of a ground grain and use an egg or egg yolk. The frequent term for a noodle is egg noodle, and egg noodles actually came from China. I actually have egg noodles right here from the store. To cook most noodles, you just boil water. You might want to put some salt in there so that the noodles don't get sticky. But this is an egg noodle, and there's various shapes of noodles. Some are thin and flat, which are cut into long strings, which would mostly be used for spaghetti usually, or maybe lasagna. I got some angel hair noodles, and then some linguine noodles. Noodles are pale white color that might be tinted with some tomato or spinach to give it a different look, and some might be healthier. The spinach ones might be healthier than the normal because to replace a different ingredient. In Japan, there are noodles called hirosum, meaning spring rain, made from potato starch, and they're usually used in salads. They put a little crunch in the salads. Chinese noodles, which are rice noodles, chow mein, yi mein, have flour, eggs, oil, and water. Some other noodles I have are these noodles, which these ones are longer. And then I have some of these noodles that might be used in pasta salads or other things. This one will be more used in Alfredo. A lot of recipes are made with stir fry using noodles and broccoli or different kinds of vegetables. They might have green beans in them, and sometimes they have eggs in them. Noodles are carbs, so you might not want to eat a lot of them because after a while carbs are not good for you. Unless you're athletic, then carbs might be good for you. A lot of college students like to eat ramen noodles, and because I think this was 15 cents per pack, so it's a nice lunch, something quick to grab and eat. Pastas are a good meal. I know I work at a nursing home, and we usually have a pasta and a meat and vegetables with our dinner or lunch, usually with dinner and lunch. So that's something that we try to feed them every day. So depending on what kind of pasta you would like to eat, like the angel hair or ramen, which those two are pretty similar. The egg noodle is more of something for like a soup that you might use. I know with we usually do homemade egg noodles, which usually have flour, and then we use 6 eggs, and then 5 egg yolks. We usually do that, and then they'll sit for about 2 hours so that they can dry out, and then we'll boil them, and then we might add some chicken or some beef into it, and then some carrots and onions and celery to make it a really good soup. So that is a brief history of noodles and the different types of noodles and where they came from. And if you didn't hear me before, they originally came from China in about 1500 BC, which that's still debatable. Some people say that Italy is where noodles came from because they're known for pastas and pizza, but a lot of people say that in China is where it actually came from. So to end the presentation, I'm going to say another joke about pasta. What do you call a fake noodle in a pasta? Thanks, guys.